Today's story from Luke could really be a modern-day one-act play. A single scene where three characters take part. Jesus, Simon the Pharisee, and that unnamed woman with an alabaster jar. You might picture the set being an elegant dining room with a special meal being served. Simon has invited Jesus to dinner. And as he reclines at table, this unannounced woman comes in and begins to weep so hard that her tears wash the feet of Jesus. She has no towel, so she unties her hair and dries his feet and anoints them with this oil. Simon is taken aback. He knows the woman is a sinner. What kind of sinner is not mentioned in the gospel. And he thinks that if Jesus were really a prophet, he would know what type of a woman this is and would not allow her to touch him, which would make him, Jesus, ritually unclean. Then Jesus, apparently reading Simon's thoughts, says, "You know, Simon, you didn't make any effort to do this common gesture of hospitality and wash my feet when I came in. But this woman hasn't ceased to wash my feet with her tears and to anoint them with oil." And then he asks the question, who will love more, the one who has been forgiven much or the one who has been forgiven little? And Simon says, well, the one who has been forgiven more will love more. And Jesus makes the point that this woman, this sinner, will love him more because he is going to forgive her sins. I guess the name of the one-act play could be forgiveness. And that's also the theme from the first reading from the book of Kings. It doesn't give us all the details, but if you wanted to read a soap opera, go read the whole story out. David is the king, and he's taken with this woman, Bathsheba, but unfortunately she's married to a soldier, a general no less. He impregnates the woman and then tries to get rid of the general by forcing him to go into this battle where he was killed. And now he's taken the woman as one of his many wives. And Nathan the prophet is coming to confront him, to tell him about the Lord has given you so many things, and this is how you have repaid him. And David says, I'm sorry. And Nathan says, what you have done is serious, but the Lord will forgive you. What we need to do today is rejoice in the fact that we do have a forgiving God, an understanding God, so that no matter what we have done, it can be undone in a sense with the forgiveness of God. And as God forgives, you and I are encouraged to forgive. We even pray that every time in the Our Father. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. It's not always easy to do, to forgive another. Henry Nouwen, a 20th century author, said that when we fail to forgive someone, we really chain ourselves to our own anger, our own irritation. And it really impacts us much more than it impacts the one that we need to forgive. It's really quite consistent with the root meaning of the Aramaic word to forgive, which is to untie us from what binds us. The story of the woman with the alabaster jar and the story of David is that it's always possible to begin again. As the anonymous poem goes, how I wish for a wonderful place called the land of beginning again, where all our mistakes, our sins and our aches could be locked in a case and dumped in a lake, never to surface again. We have that place with the Lord, and we are encouraged to offer that place to our brothers and sisters, the land of beginning again.